What is nationalism? We are going to talk about nationalism, and in this way, we need to know first what nationalism is. It is a political ideology that argues that a nation constitutes a community with its own identity. Its members should maintain a strong sense of belonging and loyalty to it. Also, it defends the right of a nation to preserve its identity and determine its own political destiny.
Okay, an ideology is considered nationalism or nationalist, excuse me, when it shares some key characteristics. It's based on a strong nationalist identity, national identity. A people feels a common story, culture, language, tradition, or territory. Nationalism supports the idea of national sovereignty. This means that a nation should have the right to govern itself and make its own political decision. Finally, another important characteristic is national interest. This means that the nation puts its own interests first in global concept.
Okay, in this part, we found many nationalist leaders. However, we have selected the most prominent ones as example of the different ways to represent nationalism. First, we have Napoleon Bonaparte from France. Second is Simon Bolivar from South America. Third, Giuseppe Garibaldi from Italy. Fourth, Otto von Bismarck from Germany. Fifth, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk from Turkey. Sixth, Mahatma Gandhi from India. And finally, we have Adolf Hitler from Germany.
One of the most important representatives of nationalism was Simon Bolivar because he believed that unity was essential for the independence of Latin American countries. He stated that America was the common homeland of its people. He argued that the security of the new nation depended on their unity. He declared that the freedom of the new world gave hope to many people. Finally, he encouraged people to work together because United Nations would become stronger and successful. These ideas show why uh, Simon Bolivar a represent is an important representative of nationalism.
Okay, Adolf Hitler is known for promoting an extreme form of ethno-nationalism that excluded and persecuted those considered not to be part of the dominant group, which is the core of his nationalist ideology. Regarding his speeches and ideas, first he stated that the German nation had a right to expand and acquire living space for its people. And second, Hitler declared that the state must serve the preservation and advancement of the race. He proclaimed that the leader's will was the supreme law of the land. He claimed that the Aryan race was culturally and physically superior to all others. And finally, he instilled the German people to unite against internal and external threats to their existence. Then Hitler's ideas are linked to the nationalism because he believed in a racial purity, the superiority of the German race, promoting a vision of an exclusive state based on blood and soil.
One of the current representatives of nationalism is Donald Trump, because he uh, says the emphasis on national sovereignty, and he have a idea uh, of American first. He stated that American interests should come first. He declared that strong borders were essential for national security. He argued that fair trade was necessary to protect American jobs. He proclaimed that America needed to become great again. Finally, he encouraged citizens to protect their culture and values. Eh, these, eh, eh, these ideas are related to nationalism because he emphasizes national interests, sovereignty, and culture identity.
To conclude, nationalism is not an ideology with a single expression. Throughout history, it has taken different forms depending on the political and social context. And these three leaders demonstrate this because Bolivar represents independence and sovereignty, Hitler represents an ultranationalism, exclusion, and expansion, and Trump represents contemporary nationalism and the priority of national interest.